Hello everyone, good morning, happy Sunday. Thanks for tuning in for a new video. Today is a kind of a twofer. I'm doing a painting video plus a resining video. I am going to be doing a transfer today. I'm going to do a bloom transfer on a small canvas, transfer it over to a large canvas, stretch it and spin it and get a really cool design out of it. Plus I'm using a really deep purple as my base coat. And then after that, I'm going to follow it up with putting one coat of resin. I'm not going to show you the putting on the second coat because it's not going to be dry in time. But I'm going to put 2 coats of resin on this. I use Let's Resin, and right now they are having a big sale. You can head over to their website and you can get up to 15% off on all their products. But next, right before my painting video, I'm going to show you a quick snippet of what I am selling at the Christmas store. I belong to an arts and crafts association, and so I sell tiles, coasters, earrings, Christmas ornaments. I'm selling some tables. I'm selling some boxes. So everything that I'm selling is going to be in this quick little snippet of video. It's about a minute long. But all of that shiny resin, that's my Let's Resin. So normally I have a discount code, you can get 10% off, but they're running a huge special right now. You can get 15% off. So head over to letsresin.com. All right, check out this store video and then we'll get down on the canvas and get started painting. Be right back. Hello everyone. So what I got today is an 18 by 24 deep edge gallery wrap canvas. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a bloom transfer, but I'm not going to be doing a bloom in the traditional sense of house paint. I am using strictly acrylic regular paints. My first color is going to be my base coat, which is a combination, a little bit of Dioxazine purple, and I've added in some various different purples, and I'll put all of those down into the description box, but it's a really deep color, but I've painted my sides and edges with a Dioxazine. So I'll put this color down as a base coat. My colors I'm using today are going to be Creative Inspirations Payne's Gray. This here is a homemade fire opal. So what I did is I took Pebeo's Iridescent Orange Yellow, or Yellow Orange, and I added in some gold. And got that really close to the fire opal color. I am going to use some titanium white. And then I'm also going to be using some Naples Yellow Deep. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of do a bloom. I'm going to use some cell activator, blow it out, and then I'm going to scoop it up with my giant spatula, cake knife, bread knife, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to transfer it over. We'll keep some negative space on each side. So let's get started with the transfer and the bloom. So what I'm going to do is put down a little white as my pillow. And then I'm going to do some Payne's Gray. The fire opal color. Some yellow, and I think what I'm doing is come back in with a little bit of Payne's Gray so that my cell activator sits on top of that. Let's put some cell activator right in the center. Okay, now while that is selling up, what I'm going to do is put down my base coat. That's our bloom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up underneath this, pushing all the paint right on, allowing the paint to flow right up onto the palette knife. And then I'm going to just lay it out in a wave pattern. Like so. And then I go back in, I grab what's left. It'll probably take 2 or 3 more of these transfers. So let's get back down here and do another. Do the white. We'll do the same color palette. This time I'm going to put down a little bit of white on the edge of my palette knife. This will hopefully act as a flow extender when I pick all this up. So let's see if it rolls over itself. It's a little better. Give it another scoop here. Grab what's left. Cells and stuff, or how it's reacting with the white, is really cool, guys. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to do one more. I'm going to come through this way. White. Let's give this a quick torch. Bring this down a little bit. Come on back. Just want to open this up a little bit here. Bring some of that extra paint down. Give this a little bit of a spin. Gorgeous lines. I love it. Give it a torch. All right, here we are with the wet result. Check out the lines and the streaks, how this is going through. Just really, really cool. Look how the white, titanium white, is reacting with the other colors. The wonderful negative space. Check all of that out. So beautiful. All right, you guys, so now I am going to put resin on top of this. I am using Let's Resin, and it is a 1-to-1 mixture. I've already mixed it up. So what I did is I put 10 ounces of part A, 10 ounces of part B in a cup like this. Mixed it together. I've let it sit for about 6 minutes or so. It's gonna have a lot of air bubbles, and that's fine. That's what our heat gun is for. So what I like to do is just kind of scrape the sides and edges, and we'll be set to go. All right, so what I do is I put a layer of resin right around the edge first. And then I spread the rest right in the center. Just take your stick, scrape that bottom, get everything, all the nooks and crannies out of there. So what I do is I take my finger and I push the resin over the edge of the canvas on the side. And as I'm pushing it over, I'm using my finger to just make sure the all sides get covered. You need to make sure your finger is nice and wet with the resin. Before I do my last side, I like to take my hands here and I bring all of the resin that I've got left on the canvas right here in the center, pushing it all around, making sure everything is coated. And then I take my last corner and side over the edge. Run your finger along the side. Once all the resin has been covered on the canvas and on your sides, now it's time to use your heat gun to pop all the air bubbles. All right, everyone, that is the piece. So this has got one coat of resin. I will put a second coat because I kind of get little pulling back from the edges. That's just something that's going to happen. It's impossible for you to not get those. So what I do is I just do a very, very light scuff around here and then wipe it down with some water, let it dry, and then I'll put a second coat down. This is a beautiful piece. I am so happy I did this, and I'm glad I put resin on it. So I'll get a second coat up on this piece, and then we'll get it put up on the website for sale. Don't forget, I am going to be teaching classes at the Fluid Art Experience in March of 2025. So I was thinking, what a great way to give someone a Christmas gift. So head over to the Fluid Art Experience, book your classes now. All right, everyone, I'll see you next time. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Nate's Art Lab is coming up next. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, everyone, have a great rest of the weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.